freestyle time for the day. We're going to be out doing a little more food delivery, and we're going to be taking any and all of your questions about side hustles, making some extra money, because we want you to achieve life freedom. So we are happy to be live with you as you come on in. Please make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, especially if you're watching this on replay. That way you'll be notified when we go live the next time. We're going to try to be live for supper time most evenings at 5 o'clock. So we'll do the best that we can with that. Right now, we're about to move. We've been on this north end of town. It's gotten really slow. We had a good chunk of orders for the first half of supper from 5 to 7, but really nothing since then. Lisa, how's it going? Hope you are still doing well today. So we're going to move here in just a minute or two. We'll just give an opportunity for last order or so to come in. I don't think it's time to take, just okay orders yet. I'm still hoping that we can find one or two more good orders, especially if we head to the south end of town. And also just sometimes moving, it still just seems like there's no way to prove it, but my experience tends to be every time that I start moving is when I see more orders. Not always good orders, but more orders. So anyway, that's what we got. So let me know if you're out doing food delivery tonight. If you've got any side hustle questions, please let me know. We've been going through our journey on getting our eBay store restarted. So just since the video I put out yesterday afternoon, we've had 9 eBay sales between yesterday, basically in just over 24 hours. We've had 9 eBay sales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 of them are sports cards that we're just trying to blow out and just get rid of here. But we sold a couple other things. You're going to have to stay tuned for the video on Monday for all of our weekend eBay sales. I don't think I'm going to be doing any sourcing this weekend for clothing, but we're still working on listing 2 items a day there, trying to get 2 sold a day with that. But yeah, if you got any other side hustle questions, let me know. Yeah, and we're just going to move here in a minute or two, just see if there's a crew of people that come on, or if we get a good order. There's $6 for 8 miles. We're going to pass on that. So, appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's see, what's this Instacart? Is that going to be worth grabbing? 7 miles? Probably not. So, anyway, good evening, everybody. Welcome to A Side of Hustle. The goal is channels move 10,000 people from stupidly broken to fully free in heart, soul, mind, strength, and wallet. So glad that you guys are here as you're scrolling on through. Hopefully that you find all the things. We are live, Carrie. How are you doing? Good, sir. So this is my 3rd live of the day. We're just trying to put the work in. Gonna see what sort of orders are out here for the rest of the evening tonight. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and for the stuff you were sending me yesterday. I shouted you out, and then I realized later that you were actually watching it on replay, but you are live right now. So, just trying to push and stretch and keep going to bigger and better things. We're doing Ask Me Anything on side hustle stuff tonight, too. I don't know how long we're going to be live. We're just going to hang out with people however long they want to hang out. But any and every side hustle questions, talking a lot about food delivery and a lot about eBay right now, specifically on the channel. So take those questions as we're out here. So make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's funny how, so the way the top fans work, I think, I'm learning, is like every time you post, you get points. So these are like cheapo earbuds. I got them on sale from Amazon this week, Big Mac. Let me see if I can find them really quick. So they were like $100 earphones, and they were on sale for like $17. They're probably nothing super special, but I just needed something cheap. Let's see. Where is... No, I don't want AI. I just want to get to my orders. I'll show you what I got. Benny Duck. This is it. This is what I got. I don't know if that's clear enough for you guys. Beniduck. They are no longer available, actually, which is crazy. Because I just bought 2 pairs the other day, but they're already sold out. They must have been because, I don't know if they just decided to clearance them out. So, but Beniduck was the brand. So far, so good. They've got a little case here. I just use one at a time. So the other one's in here. It is fully charged now. I'm ready to go, but I just started using this one. So they're, like I said, they're brand new, so they all do really, they charge well, they hold a long life, and they have better range than my old headphones. These have completely died. These were Aukey, A-U-K-E-Y. So this is what I had, but they're completely toast. Like they didn't broadcast anymore. So, and then it uses the USB-C. It's the same thing my phones all use. So I just bring them in with me every night, but I'm always charging one. Yeah, JBL is good. I have a pair of over-the-head Sonys that I use at home. When I'm working at home, good noise canceling ones. So, but I was just looking for something cheap so I could get back to doing live stream stuff again. So we're gonna start moving, I think. Trying to find like one more order here before we move, but usually by about 8 o'clock, if there's, most of the orders kind of die down this part of town. Midnight, how's it going? So I think that's what we're going to be doing, but we're taking any and all your side hustle questions. So don't worry if you're a complete beginner, if you're just trying to get a little extra side hustle income going on, different things. So eBay, Amazon, food delivery, courses, how's it going? Please don't spam the chat, courses. I would love you to be in here, and I would love for you to participate, but please don't spam the chat. You'll get to number 1 in no time if you just talk normally. Top fans. YouTube's always trying to figure out how to get more engagement. They're always trying to figure out. So if you guys are hanging out, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're on the journey to 2,000 subscribers. 88 away. So appreciate all the help and the support in doing that. So we're just kind of hanging out in a parking lot, let you see some palm trees. We're gonna move. We'll let you know if we find an order, but we're gonna just give you a little different perspective. It's not quite sunset yet. About 20 minutes till sunset. We started moving. Is it a good order? It's not a good order, but we got an order as soon as we started moving. So I do definitely think there's something algorithmically based. Kerry King, do I like sourcing out of state sales? Not so much for me. I have done a couple estate sales. If you know what's going to be there and it's kind of right up the alley of what you're trying to source, I think it's good. But I want to build and grow sustainable places that I can eventually build relationships with. Like I'm planning on, the mid-range is to get the eBay store built up, and then eventually get back to doing Amazon full-time, which of course that I was doing that full-time, and right now Amazon is just on break because it takes a lot more money to do Amazon than it does eBay. So basically the eBay plan is step 1, sell stuff from around the house, sell personal things to get cash. Step 2, start turning that into inexpensive finds from thrift stores that I can flip. So that's what we're on right now, and then I want to grow that. I don't know what level I want to grow it to. Maybe 20 a day, maybe 30 a day. And I think the problem with estate sales and garage sales, if you want to sell everything, they're great places to go. But since I really want to specialize in men's clothing right now, I want to just eventually try to build up sources for that. And estate sales are just going to give me a one-time hit, which could be cool, but I think my time is better spent unless I have a specific lead on a particular estate sale. But for some people, they're great finds. Like, it's a great place to go. If you're kind of a generalist, I'm just going to try to focus on being a specialist, especially because of space reasons. It's clothing is really simple and easy to ship. It's relatively easy to list. There's not much to test. You just got to look things over. But now I would do it for fun. I would source or go to estate sales just for fun, even if I wasn't looking for inventory to buy, because you can still get really good deals both for resale and for personal use. So I'm jamming to some Forrest Frank here while I'm driving. So we did a stream for the Dolphins game, and we did a stream for the Mets game, and now it's just kind of our general hangout stream. So we're just gonna head towards the central south part of town, see what sort of orders are out there. It's summer, so it's definitely not the best orders, not as good as it is in December, January, but I'm hoping we could find another $30 to $50 here tonight still. But it's really slowed down since about 7 o'clock. The Dolphins did win today. The Mets won today, so both my teams won on the same day. That's a rarity. So I mentioned earlier, I do have, since the video yesterday, I have 9 eBay sales since the video yesterday. None of those are clothing sales. 7 of those are sports cards, and 2 of them are other things. And specifically of the other things, I think they're both. I'm trying to remember what the one was. One of them was just, I parted out something. And then the other one, what was the other one? Oh, the other one was it was a thrift store flip, but not clothing, from when I first rebooted the eBay store about 2 months ago. So, but you're gonna have to find out on Monday. That video will come out Monday after all my sales for the weekend. So there's another reason to like and subscribe if you're looking to either start, restart, or upgrade your eBay store. I'm just kind of showing you step by step exactly how I'm planning on doing it and how I actually am doing it. This store had a lot of inventory, but it was dead. I mean, I was getting 1 to 2 sales a week. And now we're to the point where we're getting multiple sales a day, pretty much every day. Part of it's a clearance strategy. We're trying to blow out old stuff. But then part of it is also adding new good stuff into the store. And I just don't have enough clothing in it to be making clothing sales every single day yet. That's why I'm trying to find stuff that's going to sell fast, but at the same time, part of it is I'm just converting the store from what was kind of a baseball card store to a men's clothing store. It's going to take a little while to do that and rewrite the whole eBay algorithm, but that's why I'm documenting the journey, just so you guys can follow along. And whether you've never sold on eBay, if you've never sold on eBay, I actually have a video on the channel that teaches you how to sign up for eBay. Thank you, Don Joe. I love the name too. Good stuff. Thanks for being a new fan. I appreciate it. And hopefully we're putting out stuff that's going to help you. We've already got lots of content on the channel on food and gig delivery. So I'm still doing that, but I'm trying to phase out. So I made a video this past week, talked about 3 types of money that you want to make if you're trying to get out of debt like I am. You need to make today money, you need to make tomorrow money, you need to make next year money. And one of the lessons I've kind of learned the hard way this year is that basically if it doesn't fit in one of those 3 categories, I need to stop doing it. So I'm eliminating a lot of stuff. But right now, I kind of have the trinity of today money, tomorrow money, and next year money working all at the same time. So my today money is food and gig delivery. That's what I'm using. Nude game. Very nice, Carrie. Yeah, so like my today money, the money that's used to pay the bills today, tomorrow, like the immediate bills, that's this food and gig delivery. So I'm trying to get $200 a day. It doesn't always happen, but that's the goal. I think we're a little short of that still today. That's why I'm going to try to find that here tonight. The tomorrow money is eBay. So I'm trying to have a sustainable eBay store where the money that comes in from the eBay sales just goes in to replenish more items and better items. So if I can sell one item and make, say, $5 or free up $5 out of it, go find one item that I can sell for 20, and then I can buy 2 items. Then I can sell those items for 20, then I can go buy 4 items. So I'm basically trying to reinvest everything I possibly can into the eBay store, only taking out cash from the eBay store if it's absolutely necessary. Bad Gamer, Midnight, how's it going? Yeah, it's been dead since the end of the last stream, and I didn't take anything. I just kind of chilled out. So we're headed down to the south end of town. And then my tomorrow money is YouTube. So I make roughly $1.50 a day on YouTube through ad revenue right now. So obviously $1.50 a day is not enough to live on or get out of debt or anything, but it is still the start of something, right? It's like a sprout. And it's actually up a lot. I mean, when I first started doing YouTube, I think my first payouts were between like 5 and 50 cents. So I mean, I've almost tripled my daily income from eBay, which again, from 50 cents to $1.50 is not huge, but then you triple that again. If I can do that over the next 6 months, that's like $4.50 a day. You triple, I'm talking $15 a day, and you know, hopefully we'll get the momentum going and it'll really get rolling. Got your hopes up on good deliveries, and yeah, it likes to do that sometimes. So we're gonna head down. There's just nothing coming through. I mean, it is just dead on all the apps right now. Just kind of strange for this early on a Saturday. We're gonna head down towards Magic Dumpster. I'm gonna double check that my headlight is still working, because if not, then I do have to scooch home. We're not gonna hang out here forever tonight, so if you guys got questions, you got stuff you want to talk about, I want to answer it, lay out a little bit of what I'm doing with my overall side hustle strategy and laying out. So I want to talk a little bit about the mistake that I made, and I'm not beating myself up over it, but it's definitely it's a good lesson for me, and maybe a good lesson for you guys too. Yes, football season is back, and so that's what I want to pair into. So a lot of you guys know that I started up a second channel, a sports channel, because we had a lot of momentum. But I'm going to tell you, it was fun, but it was not the right decision. It was a poor decision to start a sports channel. Even though I started it back in January, I was hoping to get it monetized by July, and I would have been significantly better off putting all of my YouTube time into one single YouTube channel, especially since this one was already monetized. And it's definitely a tendency and a problem that I have. By the way, it's kind of a cool cloud formation you got there, you guys are looking at. I'm trying to just give you guys some Florida vibes here tonight. But I would have been so much better off financially speaking, and then, you know, just focusing on one particular channel as opposed to dividing my interests. And so that's not just true with YouTube, it's true with everything. So I'm really going to be narrowing down my income streams. I've been selling a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but we're kind of out of good stuff to sell. Not that I'll never list anything on Facebook again. Yeah, I think for the most part, Midnight, for now, I'm going to stream the games over here. If I'm ever at home, I'll dual stream. If I'm at home, I'll stream on both channels. And I need to put something up on that other channel to do it. You know, but it's just, all right, we're going to take this. It's a $20 for 10 mile. You can't see it. It's $20 for 10 mile large catering order from La Trattoria, which is downtown. It's the direction we were heading. We're going to give credit to Magic Dumpster because we were already headed that way. So this is $20 for 10 mile. It's going to take us till 8:30 or whatever, probably. Just got to double check that. Yeah, I feel bad because I hate starting something and not completing it, but I kind of did the same thing to this channel too. And I had some good conversations and good talks this summer, kind of unplugged a little bit from YouTube, and I just realized, like, it was a lot of the same people in both streams anyway. And so it doesn't mean that I wouldn't still love to do a sports channel. I would still love to do it. And I thought it was hurting overall, but I really don't think it was. the live audience is just a different audience. My live audience is just a different audience than my long form video audience, which is different than my shorts audience. It's just, I have 3 different audiences, and it is what it is. So yeah, and so it's like one of those things. I don't even want to say like the dream has died per se. It's just dream's gonna take a nap for a while, and this is good. So where we have had football momentum, and one thing I bring as a football streamer is doing gig delivery and doing eBay while doing football stuff, as opposed to just the same old, same old. So, you know, it's not, my goal is not to be Tom Grassi. And my goal is to help my family and to help people along the way while I'm helping my family. And so I'm not going to take down the other channel. I just checked it today for the first time. It was still averaging, you know, between shorts and long form videos. I might still make like 1 or 2 good core long-term pieces of video that I'm proud of to put on that channel. Yeah, there's the man. Dreams like to take naps. You better believe it. Dreams come from naps, right? Dreams come from naps. Oh, that sounds like a video topic right there. It's just, I'm just too divided. And the same thing. So it's like I'm cutting out, you know, like food and gig delivery. I'm actually like, I'm still running all the apps, but I'm focusing on 2 right now: DoorDash and Instacart. And DoorDash has reached a goal, and now Instacart, I'm trying to reach a goal. So I'm probably going to be, I might do Instacart only during the day, you know, like I might just go to Instacart only during the day, because I want Instacart to be, I want to get to that diamond level. And so to do that, I might just have to give the rest of the apps a nap and then just run, you know, DoorDash. And we've talked about a strategy of trying to maybe bring UberEats back to life too. But I've got a timeline on Instacart. Instacart, I have to hit the goal by September 30th to get what I want to get. And, but so basically this is the whole idea of just cutting out extra things. So on the resale side, I'm not doing Amazon right now. And I'm really thinking about converting any of my Facebook Marketplace inventory that I can to either eBay or to just go donate it. I'm getting so much stuff out of Goodwills anyway. I might as well just donate the extra stuff, like trying to declutter everything of what I'm doing. So hang tight. I just arrived. We're going to go pick this up. What are we picking up? Fettuccine mare, lasagna, fritto misto, and calzone speciale. All right, so I'll let you watch all the weird people walking by. I'll be back shortly. I'll be one of those weird people, by the way. Everything was ready. I'm just gonna check that headlight really quick. And it is out. Good thing I checked really quick. Hold on, try to fix it. All right, we're gonna give it a try. We'll have to check it when we go. Yeah, so it is 300. I'm at 81. So I have September 30. So I have basically 45 days. Oh, great question, Carrie. Let me get going. Let me finish my thought. Let me get going on this. And that is, I actually think I could probably answer that pretty well. I think I know what I would do with most of that. So yeah, I think it's like roughly 81. I don't know exactly where I am at the end of today. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I've been learning a lot, but sometimes I learn stuff and it just takes a while for the brain to actually process the application of it. So I'm not saying it's too much by doing gig delivery, eBay, and YouTube. I'm just saying that those have to be, that's the priority. So priority one is gig delivery because I got to pay the bills today. Priority two is eBay because I want to be able to not have to rely on gig delivery to pay the bills today. I want that to change. And then YouTube is always going to be priority three. So it makes zero sense for me to do something, to do YouTube instead of gig delivery or eBay. Now, it makes perfect sense to do YouTube while I'm doing eBay or gig delivery. That makes perfect sense because it's like, well, I'm already doing it. I'm already out here. So, you know, whether it's all the normal people that are on chat when I'm doing lives or we get new people or not, whatever, that doesn't really matter. It doesn't cut into my actual delivery time. Now, if I get to the point where running YouTube is keeping me from taking Instacart orders for me to hit my Instacart goal, then that might change, right? And I might have to say like, hey, all right, we're just gonna only do YouTube on weekends or something like that. And, you know, for live streams and stuff. So there's gonna be adjustments and there's priorities with it. But the too much was trying to do eBay plus Facebook Marketplace plus Amazon plus Whatnot. I did some streams on Whatnot as well. And it's not that you can't eventually do all those things, but right now I can't do all those things. And then the same thing, I was doing this channel and then I started another fun channel off to the side for like my own thoughts, which I might still keep up because it's just for me. It's not even about getting monetization. It's just my brain to process stuff. And then the sports channel, it was too much. And if I had invested all the time, look at that, look at those clouds and that sun, guys. Isn't that beautiful? The sun is actually behind us. So that's the sunset. The sun is set and that's the clouds looking back towards the east. Is that not amazing though? So I just realized if I had put all the time that I put into the sports channel just onto this YouTube channel, nothing different, just put all that content on this channel instead, like sure, it would have confused the YouTube algorithm, but I would have more money if I had done that, done nothing different, done all the same amount of live streams, even streaming games from home while not doing food delivery and everything. I would be in a better financial position. And so sometimes you just gotta make dumb decisions to figure out what you need to fix. And it's like, okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So it's a very simple 3-tier goal That order was $6.66 for 6.6 miles on Uber Eats. Not today, Satan. Not today. So it's very simple. Get the today money from food and gig delivery. Ideally get $200 as fast as I can every single day. I basically have it planned out that, ooh, there's some lightning way up ahead. You guys probably couldn't see that, but we might be going into a thunderstorm. That'd be kind of cool. Because to the left of where you're looking at right now, there's some very dark gray clouds. But yeah, I mean, ideally I would go out in the morning, make $200, pick up my family from school, you know, and then do eBay stuff, and then go from there. Practically speaking, it's probably not going to be that. Probably do my sourcing after the lunch rush, pick up my family from school, have supper together at like 4 o'clock, and then go out and deliver supper, and then do my eBay listings after supper in that like 8 to 10 o'clock range. That's probably practically what it's got to be for right now. Get to one thrift store a day and do that. So it's a little different on weekends, but that's what like the average school day is probably going to look like. And then if we can save up enough money to get a second car, then that frees up a lot of stuff. That gives me more time and opportunity to it gives me more uninterrupted time to make money. So the best possible investment I think I can make right now is to get a second vehicle, even if it's not a great vehicle. Just have two vehicles, so I don't have to be the one dropping the family off at school and picking them up and sharing a vehicle. All right, Carrie, your question. What would you do if you suddenly had $2 million in your checking account? All right, first thing I would do is I would make Dave Ramsey smile. I would pay off every single debt. That would be the absolute first thing that I would do. I would do it all today. Like I would just sit in front of the computer, figure out everything that I owe, and just do automatic payments on every single thing, clear all that. So that would be the first step. The very next thing that I would do is I would start shopping for a house. So that way the family could have a house. We'd have our own place, a house with a yard, space, everybody gets their own rooms, and then set aside enough from that to furnish the house nice, not over extravagant, but enough that the house would be nice, enjoyable, livable, pleasant. My wife is committed to this year of school. Wow, that's some big lightning. I don't think I can get you guys the angle to see that, but we would continue on with that plan, and then I would go full-time eBay, and then I would probably start dabbling with Amazon next. That's most likely where I would go. I am not planning on I'm not planning on forcing YouTube to be anything. You know, if we'll still do pitches eventually for people to become channel members, and we'll still do stuff for super chats and stuff like that. Yeah, a good chunk of it. I would diversify. I would definitely be. Wow, some crazy lightning up ahead. Do a variety of savings things, but I don't want to be in a position where I don't have to work again or any of those things. Like, and by like whatever house we get, I would pay for it in cash. I would just find a house that's within the budget, and then my thought process is after all that, and again, I'm assuming I'm not paying taxes off of that it just magically showed up in this scenario, I'd have about $1 million in the bank. But like, I want to build something big. Now, I have been toying with other ideas. So if we've got today, tomorrow, and next year money, there's 10-year money. I've got some 10-year money ideas that I would love to start dabbling with. But that's not even on my dream or vision board right now. Hello, you're in my lane. I don't know why you're in my lane. You have your own lane. So we got about 3.5 miles to go for this La Trattoria. This is a $20 for 10 mile. Yes, exactly. I want to still work without the pressure of having to work, because I think that's when creativity is going to be strongest. You're going to be the most creative when you're not making pressured decisions. My eBay store would be better if I didn't have the pressure of being like, oh my goodness, every item I pick has to be perfect. It's like if I'm spending $7 on a shirt, like I have to be right now. And I don't know, are you guys seeing any of this lightning? Kimbo, how's it going? Doing well. How are you doing? We're doing a $20 for 10 mile DoorDash large catering order. It's not a plus, so 20 and change or whatever is what it's gonna be. But it was so dead for the last hour. I was like, even though the drop off's a little far away, I was like, I'm gonna take it. So we're just talking through a scenario of $2 million magically showed up in your bank account. What would you do with it? So, but that would be, I mean, I'm to the point where I'm not looking to become a gagillionaire, multi-billionaire, or anything like that. I just want to free my family to get back to being who they're meant to be. And that's kind of my driving force each and every day. So my wife even took a couple hours extra work shift today. You know, so she's only probably planning on doing this school thing for one more year working. And, but at the same time, she's also taking opportunities to make the money that she can. She would love to have the freedom to work on some sort of business thing that she wants to. She wants to do something creative, but when you're in desperation financial mode, creativity dies. There's no time to be creative. And I'll tell you, that's one other lesson that I've learned, and you're going to see this with the YouTube stuff that I'm making right now. I mean, I can mock up a thumbnail in 5 minutes, especially with like AI helping with certain things as needed. But I'm not going to be I'm just not going to be doing long edited videos very often at all. You know, do maybe 4 a year right now. Everything else I'm going to do is going to be single take. Maybe like, you know, do a little bit of like brief editing, but like all those eBay videos, I literally record those videos. These are the things that I sold on eBay. And then as soon as the video is over, while it's uploading, I'm shipping all those items out. By the time you see the video, all those items have already been packaged up and they're probably going out the door. Yes, exactly. Well, I'm back on Platinum on DoorDash, so that's helpful. And with a nice 15% acceptance rate, because we have the new point system they've been pilot testing with us. So that's been a saving grace. And I'm still waitlisted, as far as I know, I'm still waitlisted on Spark and Flex and all those others. Like I said, I'm trying to slowly phase out, but not really phase out in the sense of doing less. I'm just trying to become more efficient, and then pair it with doing eBay and trying to grow this eBay store. So, which I've had before. I'm just trying to do it the right way. So also the eBay store, I'm trying to do completely cash. So all the money is cash. It's not based on, like, I'm not accruing any new credit card debt for eBay inventory. So I can't buy inventory till I sell it. And that's making me, like, I'm willing to take $5 profit on items that other people are trying to hold off for $30 profit. Because I gotta turn inventory quickly. So I've got items I listed a month ago that I already am discounting down because I'm just trying to keep stuff moving as quick as possible. All right, we're gonna turn the camera around since we are just about to the customer address. I don't want to get in trouble. right, let's see if this is right. That is the right one. Tell me this is a guest. Well, I don't know where the 7201. I don't know where I'm supposed to park. There's no guest parking spots. All right, well, I'm just gonna have to park somewhere on the side. I understand apartment complexes want to be efficient, but if it's good enough, I don't really want to. I'm trying not to block anything. Like, there's a fire hydrant. I don't want to block a fire hydrant. I don't want to. Well, I'm going to this person's apartment, so. Oh wait, hold on. Is that not right? That's a different number than I thought I saw. Hold on. Don't mind me just driving over curbs. I'm just trying to find a place to park. There's no place to park. Like, even out of the way, because everything is blocking garages and everything else. We're gonna try here. No, that's blocking. I've never seen a place like this that has zero place for guests to park. All right. Sounds good. I'm gonna go run this up really quick. That's what I'm always nervous about, is that some tow truck's gonna like swoop in. I'm a delivery driver. I'll be back. All right, we got it. Pete, how's it going? All right, we got that one dropped off, dodging lightning bolts and tow trucks and everything else. $20.14. Hold on, I gotta check my headlight again. All right, headlight is working, we're good. All right, so we're gonna just head back towards downtown. I mean, there are storms coming here, and sometimes delivering in the storm is actually really good. But I'm not really in a good delivery zone. Like, I'm in my main zone, but this particular area is not the greatest. We'll leave everything on just in case. So this is what I would encourage you guys is I have two problems. And again, there's probably a video coming out on this at some point. So I'm kind of still clarifying my thoughts on this. But I'm both doing too much and not enough at the same time. So I'm going too wide. And because I've been going too wide, sorry, let's try to adjust that a little bit. We'll turn around and see if you guys can see any lightning bolts here. Storm clouds. So because I've been going so wide on so many areas, then I'm not able to go deep on anything. And if you're in a deep hole, or you got a big goal, right? So maybe you're not trying to dig out of a hole, maybe you're just trying to achieve something great. In order to do that, you're gonna have to sacrifice something. And I was sacrificing depth for width and breadth. And instead, I think I need to sacrifice going wide to instead going deep. See you, Carrie. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. Those storm clouds are like super sketch looking. Look at that. That's wild. I don't know if you guys can see the lightning in those clouds or not. All right, so we're gonna work our way back towards downtown, back towards the sunset. See, it's relatively clear sky over this direction, so. Ooh, that was up the 4 flight of stairs too, so that was up 4 sets of stairs to get all the way to that job. So I got my exercise in. Yesterday I did an actual DoorDash. I dashed about like 7 or 8 houses because I couldn't get in the community. So getting my workout on here. I know it's so nice here tonight. It's kind of like you look one direction, it's like lightning and thunderstorms. The other direction, it actually looks a little more orange to me than it does through there, but it's still really pretty. That's so cool. I love just such a sucker for the silhouette of the palm trees on the sky. Well, how is everybody doing tonight? It's Saturday. It's about 8:30. I don't know how much more I got left in me. As long as good orders come in, I have it. I'm starting to get hungry for sure. Yeah, bored. Oh, Dollar General, that's like an instant decline. I think it's time to go towards Magic Dumpster. We just got one, but now it's time to actually set up at Magic Dumpster. See what we can see if we can find one more big order from downtown. Bored but well. So we're just headed towards downtown, see what sort of orders we can get. Sun is set, but we still got daylight. A little bit of daylight left. Headlights are still working for now. See if UberEats comes through with anything tonight. As I say it, gives me $3 for 3 miles from 7-Eleven. Probably an alcohol order. Yeah, there's still lots of lightning behind. I don't know if that's going to push all the way towards the beach or not. It's kind of late in the day for lightning to get there. No. Dollar Store. What's the other one? Five Below. They're both just brutal to shop in. Especially if it's anything in Dollar General. Anything except groceries is like, might as well just quit. Yeah, it's a lot of dead miles coming back on this one. But gotta take the good orders. Sometimes you just gotta take that. So it's like when I'm past the peak time, if I get a $20 order and I know I can get it done in under an hour, like get it picked up, dropped off, and back to a good pickup location under an hour, a lot of times I'm gonna take it. Greeting cards, oh yeah. I don't like clothes. Clothes are horrible. Like, especially like when it's women's clothes. Like, you really want me shopping for your clothes? So things I don't mind shopping for, well, pretty much any grocery store I'm pretty good at. I tend to not do Aldi just because they tend to be really big orders. But grocery stores I'll do Target. Again, primarily grocery, a little bit of health and beauty, I don't mind. But as soon as it starts getting into like clothes and other stuff, then I'm out. All right. It is a little darker here than it looks like on my phone, but no orders, just nothing coming through right now. But we're almost to where we can start to expect to see something here. Instacart's probably just about done for the day too. Most of our grocery stores close at 9, and they generally stop sending out Instacarts to those stores by around 8:30. Sometimes they'll send a late one. So no live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is pretty much a church and family day all day. Helping a church, going to church, and then the baseball card shop's doing a back to school party, and then it's youth night at church, and then The Mets are in the Little League Classic. The Mets Mariners. I'm gonna surprise my son, and we're gonna go watch that. Not in person, but I'm gonna take him to his grandparents' house so we can watch it on TV. We'll miss part of it because of the youth event, but all right, it's time for some orders to come through. I'm not going to push crazy late tonight either. I mean, I hope there's good orders, but if everything's just dead, I'm not going to just stay out. So we'll hang out by Magic Dumpster for like 10 minutes, and then I'll head to Panera to get Sip Cup if we don't get any orders. If we still don't have any orders by then we'll just kind of take the long way home, see if we catch anything else, and call it quits. Yeah, it's I wish I could do more, and I may have to take a little step back for a little while too. But we gotta just as a general principle, like our family, we gotta fix this debt thing. Like, all right, we just gotta. Oh, is that a? Oh, never mind. It was like a small little. It was a small little Walgreens, but it's alcohol. It's too cheap for me to do an alcohol order. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it. It's like 14. I don't like doing cheap alcohol orders. They always turn out bad. All right. Well, we'll head that way. It's at the Walgreens. It's right next to Panera anyway, so maybe we'll go to Panera. I already timed out one on Instacart tonight. That one was because I got stuck with a better order. Well, if I end up doing that shopping order, I might end up just cutting the stream there anyway. We'll see. So I guess if you guys got anything else to talk about, I guess we won't make it back to Magic Dumpster. We got there once. Got a nice big catering order. So 2 for 2, 2 days in a row at Magic Dumpster. 2 big orders. It's good to be back, Magic Dumpster. It's good to be back. Like I said, if we get a better order, I'm still taking a better order than that Walgreens. I would not have taken it if I seen there was alcohol. I don't even think they sell alcohol at that Walgreens. They sell it in the liquor store. Alright, so we're headed down Magic Dumpster. Magic Dumpster's doing his work. I do need the Instacart matches though. That's the other part. All right. I think that's going to be the plan. If we don't get another order, I'm going to run to Panera. I'll get my last sip cup of the night, because Panera closes at 9. And probably after, maybe when I get to Panera, I'll kind of wrap up the stream there. We've been streaming on and off for 7 hours today. Did a Dolphins game, did a Mets game, and then some good side hustle stuff. So if you got any other questions, anything else you guys want to talk about? Now would be the time. Ooh. Is this my escape? This might be my escape. It's not great though. It's a large catering order on DoorDash. 14 for 8. And it's a bad drop off. I'm gonna decline it. It's crazy. Large catering orders used to always be guaranteed 20 plus, and now so many of them are not. If I didn't have this Instacart, I probably would have taken that, but woo, you see that lightning? It's getting close. It's close, but I do think it's, oh man, it's gonna almost get us. I think it's gonna go just south of us though. What seems excessive midnight? $11 for 8. Oh, 300 orders? Yeah. It's like 3 1/3 a day if you start right from the beginning. You know, so it's like, I mean, if you're just trying to do it like, say you're a teacher. People crossing on red. You gotta honk at these people, guys. You can't give them. You're too nice. They're breaking the law. Honk at them. We're never gonna get anywhere if we keep letting people run red lights. Take control of your town. They don't pull anybody over for running red lights in this town, but if you have one headlight out, whoop whoop. It's every 3 months. So it's 300 so it's 100 a month. So it's like, we have to do like 4 a day, 7 days a week. So if you were like a teacher who just wanted to do Instacart after school and be Diamond, you'd have to do 5 a day, Monday through Friday, if you wanted weekends off. It's too much. I do think you need to take the 100. Like if you're somewhat serious on Instacart, you gotta at least get the 100. That's what I have from last month, but that's, everybody wants you to be exclusively theirs. That's what everyone's trying to kill multi-apping for the top earners. You know what's even more excessive than that though is 50% acceptance rate on UberEats to be their top. It's like, I mean, if I were not a cherry picker, I still don't even know if I could get to 50%. Like, just, I don't even think 50% of the offers are $1 a mile. To get to 50%, I bet you I'd have to be like around 40 to 60 cents a mile if I took 50%. It's horrible. The best on Uber Eats are really good orders, but the worst are trash, and there's a lot of them. You know, Uber Eats is the Walmart, DoorDash is the Target. Uber Eats is Sam's Club, DoorDash is Costco. Right? Like that's... No, I've never done Postmates. But I figure if there's a time to go for Diamond, for Instacart, it's do it. It's like go all in and get it for November, December, January. Or sorry, October, November, December. Because that gives you top priority on all the Thanksgiving, all the Christmas, all the New Year's Eve. You know, I don't know if you do alcohol delivery on those, but the prime alcohol deliveries on all those. And for us, it combines with season. So I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that, but I think that's where I'm at. Like all in on DoorDash and Instacart. Try to get those two fixed by the end of September. And those two alone might be enough. That they just might be enough in my market. Get the occasional Grubhub order every now and then. And 1 or 2 Uber Eats a week. Because DoorDash can carry my suppers. I wish I had more options, but I wouldn't complain if, you know, if I could be peak on 2, it's probably DoorDash and Instacart. So that's what I'm going to go for. All right, so I'm going to pop in. We're going to stop at Panera here really quick to get one more sip cup. I'm going to get Dr. Pepper in honor of Dr. Pepper coming into our chat earlier. But I think, that being said, I think we're going to end the stream here in just a minute. And then I'm going to go shop Walgreens and do a couple more late night orders. And I've just been vibing to some Forrest Frank music here. Got some summer vibes going on. Yeah, I thought for sure, like I heard so many great stories about good alcohol deliveries, and I would say a third of the alcohol deliveries have something bad about them. Half of them go as planned, and whatever's remaining, the remaining 17% are the really good ones. There's Panera. Sometimes when I come in this late on a Saturday, they'll give me a free pastry because they're clearing stuff out. All right. Thank you, Midnight. Yep, we're just gonna keep pushing. I'm planning on seeing a lot of success with a lot of stuff. Let me turn the camera around here. So thank you. The plan is, and I'll always try to get it up a couple hours early so you guys can see, but 5 o'clock live streams, combined with Met's delivery live streams and or Met's eBay listing live streams. So, and we'll always, if we're live, we'll always be on here, but we might also be on the sports channel, you know, if I'm at home. You know, so if I'm at home, I can do a dual stream, and then I'll do that. But strip down back to the basics. 3-tier focus. Today money, gig delivery. Tomorrow money, eBay. Next year money, YouTube. That's my income. That's my get out of debt plan. And we're going to see how much we can chunk through with goal number 1 of getting a new car. Wow, that's a big lightning bolt. All right, so that's what we got. Thank you guys all. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. That way you'll also get notified when we go live the next time. The next video plan for the channel will be the eBay weekend sales. Like I said, we already have 9 sales in just over 24 hours on eBay, mostly sports cards, but hopefully we'll have some more. I've got a 22% off sale tomorrow. So hopefully that'll push a few more items out the door. And so we're going to do that. Yep, large back to you, Midnight, as well. Thank you all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate your support. There goes a motorcycle flying down. Well, that's true, but gig delivery does incorporate a lot of different ways to make that money. So I'm gonna stay laser focused for now, because the spreading wide was spreading me thin. So we're gonna let some dreams go to sleep for a little bit, and then we'll try to catch them on the other side. So it's all good, Midnight. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody. I'm gonna go get some Sip Cup. I'll see you guys in a couple of days.